The point of this video is to examine my running strides, the various different strides. I'm going to try doing a heel striking stride, which is what I've done throughout most of my running career. I even ran a half marathon and 10Ks and all that kind of stuff with a heel strike. I'm then going to attempt to shift over to what I've been trying to do lately, which is more of a fore or midfoot strike, and see how those actually look, see if I'm actually getting the technique down right or not.
So here we have the classic heel strike. As you can see here, my feet are going out in front of my body. They're coming down first on my heel and then rolling to the toes. This is the pretty standard run that I was doing since I started running a year ago. And it's one of the types of running forms that people can do now. However, a lot of people say that this is a way to injure your knees and so on. You can see here in slow motion, you can really see the movement where I land on my heel, pull myself backwards, and keep moving forward like that. So some people feel that when you actually are hitting with your heel, you're actually stopping your body's movement forward, and that can be very stressful in your body. Now next up we have the fore midfoot strike, and the idea behind this is that you're supposedly dropping your foot down underneath your body, and you are almost landing kind of on the front or the middle part of your foot, and then propelling yourself forward. So you basically lean forward and your feet move underneath you. Now, in my technique here, as I'm noticing, it seems almost to me like I'm pushing my toes too far ahead of my body. I'm not sure if this is if I'm seeing that correctly or not, but it almost seems like I'm reaching too far. Now when I look at this in slow motion, you can see though that the technique there, you can see I'm actually touching with my toe. My heel almost never actually even completely touches the ground in a lot of this. So that's the idea behind it, is that you're landing with your midfoot, your forefoot, and running in that sense, and supposedly easier on your joints and stuff. Now I did try a little bit of a different technique here at one point at the end, trying to see if I could get a little bit something closer to landing directly under my body. I'm not sure I really achieved that though, but this is something else that I'll be looking at and analyzing and seeing. Now finally I did some barefoot running here. I wanted to get kind of a baseline of how do I run without any footwear at all. This really surprised me because if you look at this here, I'm almost running flat-footed and almost a heel strike as barefoot, which is something that supposedly you normally aren't supposed to be doing, and that you just naturally are supposedly not supposed to be doing. So, but apparently I'm just naturally doing this here. I'm not sure how good that is for my body, but again, I think it's something I'll be looking at here. You can actually see I land almost kind of on the side heel of my foot there. So this has been some running forms. Gives me a lot to look at and to think about as I move forward in my running. Hope you enjoyed this little bit of analysis here, and happy running.